I'm Deborah. I'm an expat coach, and I help people prepare for a move abroad and adjust once they're there. Today, I'm going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of moving solo. I get a lot of questions about this. Many of my clients are solo movers and many female solo movers, and I get this a lot. People always think that the grass is greener. Oh, if I had a family, if I had a spouse to help me, it would be so much easier. And I'm here to share the good, the bad, the ugly. I myself, I've moved solo many times. And like anything in life, there are good aspects and bad aspects, and it all depends on how you approach them. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to share a little bit of how I see it and hopefully help anyone who is struggling with the idea of moving solo. So these are general, these are based on my observations of my own life, of my client's life. So see if it resonates with you. So for me, the biggest advantage of moving solo is that you can do what you want, when you want, how you want it. You don't have to accommodate anyone's needs or wants. You can decide everything. So that's very empowering. And when I talk to people also who are moving in couples, sometimes they say, oh my God, I want to do this, but my spouse doesn't want to do it, or I would like to live in this place, but he needs to be in another place, or I'd love to live in a house, but he wants an apartment. You get the idea. So you have to compromise. You have to accommodate other people's needs and wants, because that's part of marriage, right? But when you're moving solo, you don't have to do any of that. If you want to live in a tiny one bedroom for a while to see if it's a good fit for you, the place, and then move on, you can do that. If you want to know, I want to settle down and invest, you can do that. You can decide on your own. And you can change on your own. So that's very, very empowering. For me, that is like the biggest advantage of moving abroad solo. Now, there are some downsides, of course, like everything in life. I mean, it's nice sometimes to have help in terms of logistics, in terms of emotional support. So people who are in a good relationship, they will get that. People who are not in a good relationship or in a shaky relationship, typically moving abroad will shake things up so much that divorce is not uncommon. So whenever a solo person is like, the grass is always greener, and then looking at couples and how happy they are, we're seeing things from the outside. I can tell you that I see behind the curtains with my clients. It's not all rosy glasses, all wonderful with people who are moving with family or just, as a couple. One thing that I think is a very good advantage of moving as a couple, and so it would be a disadvantage of moving solo, but there are ways to go about this, is health-wise. So if you have a health issue, or if you get sick, get the flu or whatever, you're on your own. Meaning you have to do it all yourself. You can't rely on anyone to help you with the logistics of, getting sick or finding a doctor or all that. And that can be very scary for some people. So what I suggest with my solo clients is that they really focus on building their social support before the move. Don't wait until after the move to start making friends. This is true for everyone, but especially for people who are moving solo, because your family is going to be the other people who are also on the same journey and who get what you're feeling. And it's not always easy to find like-minded people that really resonate with us. I mean, we have a lot of acquaintances and we know people and have like superficial friendships, but people who we can count on, That's not so easy to find. So it's really important, crucial, I would say, to invest time, energy, and effort in building the social support before the move. This is true for everyone, but especially for solo movers. This kind of counteracts the disadvantage of moving as a couple. And then, at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong way of doing things. There is the way that works for you now. So there's no rule book or guidebook on how to do it. It's really tapping into what makes sense. Where are your boundaries, what you're willing to give in, what you're willing to explore, and living with your truth, whatever that is. That, I think, is the most important. I hope this video was helpful. This is a little bit different from my typical how-tos and and tips, but I thought this was a very timely topic because I've been getting this question so much, and I wanted to shed light a little bit on another perspective of moving abroad solo. If you like this, if this is something that resonated with you, feel free to get in touch. I have a free international relocation starter course. The link is in the description box. It's a 4-lesson mini course, completely free. And feel free to get in touch. And before I go, I want to remind you to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video so more people can get access to this information. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. If you are in the initial stages of planning for a move abroad, this might be for you. The Step 0 is a workshop where we talk about the crucial step you didn't know you needed when planning for a move abroad. We talk about mindset planning. We talk about how to efficiently research about the country, research about cost of living. You'll get to interact with other people who are also on the same path. So this is a great opportunity to really start on the right foot. What we don't talk about is logistics, visa application, documentation, because that is a consequence of setting the foundation. When you know what you're moving for, when you know how to research, when you know exactly why and what are your push and pull factors, all of that practical stuff is a lot easier to get done. So if this is something that interests you, check out the link in the description box. Find out when the next date is going to happen. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, comment here, get in touch. I hope to see you on the other side. Bye.